Hey everybody, it's me, and today I'm going to be trying to explain a bit of what's been going on with all of the Hong Kong protests that have been going on. Okay, so in April, this extradition bill was introduced. It basically said that criminal suspects would be able to be extradited to mainland China under certain circumstances and conditions. This made Hong Kong upset because they said that this would lead to unfair trials and could have violent outcomes. And they also said it would give China a greater power over Hong Kong, and they would be able to target media people such as journalists and reporters. In July, protesters stormed Parliament and started defacing it. A protester got injured in the eye, and this led to protesters having kind of like a cotton circle on their eye, and they drew red on it as like a solidarity to that protester who was hurt. In August, there were protests in the Hong Kong International Airport. Now, I saw videos of these. There were so many people there, and they blocked a lot of planes. I believe hundreds, maybe even thousands of flights were canceled or delayed because of this. In September, the bill was finally withdrawn, but the protesters said that it was too little, too late. On October 1st was one of the most violent and chaotic days. An 18-year-old was shot in the chest. Now, I'm not entirely sure, but I do believe that this is the first time that somebody has been shot. The police banned face masks, the protesters from wearing face masks, basically so the police would be able to tell who, was a protester and who wasn't by recognizing their face. Now, of course, the protesters, they defied this, and they're still defying it to this day. Many, if not all of them, have been covering their face, so they are not identifiable. Police have gotten around this by doing, I believe they've shot paint at protesters, possibly, and I know that they had stained water, I believe, to be able to mark people so that they can find them later. In November this month, a pro-Beijing lawmaker was stabbed by a person pretending to be a protester. A police shot at a protester at close range, and a man was set on fire by anti-government protesters. Now, these protesters, they have 5 demands as to why they are doing this. 1. They say that the protests are not riots. 2. There is amnesty for the protesters who have been arrested. 3. The police brutality they want the police brutality to be looked into. 4. They want complete universal suffrage. And the 5th demand, which has already been met, is that the bill be withdrawn. Now, what has caused kind of like a uproar, or not really an uproar, but like what has caused a lot of attention the past few days is the police have announced that they will be using live ammo. Now, if you remember, I said that people were already getting shot, and now the police have said, "Oh, now we'll start using them." So this means that many more people are probably going to get shot, or at least shot at. Some reports have been that the police have been using pepper spray, beanbags, tear gas, flashbangs, just so much stuff, rubber bullets, to try and hurt these protesters. Something that has been going on currently the past few days is protesters are at the Hong Kong Polytechnic University, and the police have been attacking them there. And I believe a part of the university is actually on fire. And they have actually started the protesters have actually started a kind of ritual for when they are getting arrested by police. Basically, they yell their name, and they yell the fact that they are not suicidal. So basically, that tells people, okay, if this person ends up dead, they didn't kill themselves. The police killed them. So, there have been many videos and many pictures surfacing of this. One of the more recent ones I've seen from like today or yesterday, there's a protester with a gas mask on with a bow and arrow. A lot of people have gas masks. A lot of people, what they do for the tear gas is they carry around like large water containers, and so when police fire one at them, they just put the gas canister in the water, and that kind of like diffuses it. So they've been using that a lot. Another thing is that they have started using bricks. They get bricks and they start gluing them to the roads to create a sort of roadblocks. And the police, what they have been doing with first responders is just horrendous. What they do, or for the first responders trying to get to hurt protesters, um, the police will keep them away from the protesters. They'll hold them at gunpoint. They'll even just like, um, I'm sorry. What they'll do is they'll like, there was a video of them. They broke a first responder's arm while they were trying to help a person who got hurt. So, yeah, they've just been. It's just horrible what's going on right now. Honestly, the world right now isn't great. There's protests in many countries, not even Hong Kong. You can probably look up a list of where protests have been happening in the world. I live in America, in the United States of America, and there have been like 2 shootings in the past week. Um, yeah, it's crazy what's going on right now. So that has been sort of a recap for the Hong Kong protests. Yeah, just hopefully I covered the things that you were looking for. Um, yeah, just thanks for watching.